Wednesday, the 9th of March. I hope you're having a great week so far. I'm with a very good friend of mine, Carl Williams from Synergy. Hello, buddy.
Hello, mate. That time of the week again. How are you?
I know it's come around quickly, this one, isn't it, eh?
That's it.
Whiz by. Absolutely whiz by. You got a real shine about you, Carl. Is it the sunbeds or is it just life? What's it all about?
You know what? Man? I went on the sunbed last night for the first time.
Did you? I see you. It was something. You got a nice shade on you, buddy. You got a nice shade on you.
I'm lucky. I do catch quite quickly. I was feeling a bit sore last night. I just did 12 minutes, and it's you've got to make sure you don't go for too long if you've not been on it in a long time. But yeah, no, I'm all good. A little bit burnt, a little bit tired today as well.
Self-preservation, my man. Self-preservation. There's something going on. I don't know if it's a change of the seasons, but I mean, every person I talk to at the moment are like, "Oh, I'm not sleeping," or the kids are doing my head in, or everyone's just like going through a bit of a period at the moment.
Yeah, no, it's one of those things, isn't it? It is. I think life's getting back to normal as well. So we're kind of a lot busier and things and whatnot, and kind of getting in the flow of work again after, it's kind of, we've been 3 weeks now, I think it is, since like kind of the last reduction of rules on lockdown. I think more people are more active and doing more things, and I think fitting more in, and it just catches up with you, I guess, this time of year.
It certainly does. 12-week lifestyle transformation then, it's back. Lovely to see some snaps on the Synergy socials. Great to see some of the veterans back at it again as well.
Yeah, mate, it's so good. I'd forgotten how much I loved it until, it's always great when we talk about it and everyone's really fond of it. But then you get back in and you see people and their enthusiasm and like the questions and the pictures coming through. And like, we're only on what are we now? We're on Wednesday, which is the day 3 of the trial week. So what we've done differently this time round is, whereas 12 weeks just started and it was all guns blazing from day 1, you had to get your food in, you had to get your MyFitnessPal app already, you had to get your daily diaries in, and it was kind of very, very frantic. So unless you were a little bit familiar with food last time, it would kind of be a little bit overwhelming for the first week or two for a couple of people. So what I've did this time is I've stripped it back and I've said, right, this week, I just want you to focus on your foods. Don't worry too much about the MyFitnessPal. Don't worry about even starting your daily diary. Let's just focus on getting you in a good, positive mental attitude. Let's get your portion sizes right. Let's show you how to measure stuff, because that's the important thing. I mean, the foods that we eat, as we speak about all the time, they are very much of a muchness. They are foods that we can incorporate into every single day life all the time. So it's not about a special grain of rice, or anything like that. It's about the portion sizes. And it's about getting familiar with getting your consistency right and eating in the right times of the day and whatnot. So it's been really, really good. People are easing into it nicely. And I can see the enthusiasm growing. So it's good.
Ah, super. I've been sort of trying a few different HIIT workouts, and I've found that they've really upped the ante on some of these channels now. The Body Coach TV being one of them. So Joey Wicks did one last night, which was a 40-second workout, 15-second break.
Yeah.
Jeez, man, you know about that, don't you? Crikey, those short little rests that you get. I mean, 20-minute workout, you feel like you've been going at it. You feel like you've done a marathon.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, the best thing about those workouts is when you go past kind of 16, 17 seconds, 20 seconds, you run out of one energy system and you move into another one. And when you get to about that 45-second period, then you're just getting to the back end of the second lot of energy systems. So your body's gone through some really difficult changes, and that's where your stamina and your endurance is really, really lacking. Mix that up with even significantly reduced rest period, and it's a game changer.
It really is.
If you had a 30 to 40 second rest in between a 40-second set, you could probably last 40 minutes. You do this and you drop that down to 15 seconds and, you are struggling. At 10 minutes, you're thinking like, I'm done. How much longer have I got to go? So, no, it is. It's
they're very, very intense, but quite enjoyable. But I've got to say, there's nothing quite like it that just coming into, the classes with you, Carl. Because, I mean, on Friday, felt some proper little aches and some proper little, oh, crikey, I know I did a good session there. It was really enjoyable, actually. There was a good few of us doing it. So we had 4 different sort of sets that we were doing with the weights, with the resistance. Can you just tell us a little bit about what that was, what we were working, and how it all went? Because I mean, I really enjoyed that workout. It was brilliant, really good.
Yeah, no problem. So we had 4 of the guys from Pure West Radio there. So we were there and we were training. So what I did is because 2 of the guys hadn't worked out this week. They'd been against it with work pressures. We said, right, we'll do an all over body workout. So we did a upper body exercise, a lower body exercise, a core body exercise, and a functional training exercise, which is most other muscles, more than 1 or 2 muscles in one go. So what we did is we set that up and we were doing that for 30 seconds at a time, with about 25-30 seconds rest in between the sets. And we wanted to try and get as close to failure with the weights that we had or the reps that we were doing on each muscle group. And we performed that 3 times through, or 4 times through, I believe it was. Yeah. And then from there, swapped up the exercises again for the second half of the session. So it gives us a full body workout. It worked on improving our strength and stamina. So it would help with obviously improving the density and kind of the shape of the muscles, but obviously got our fitness in there as well, and got a good calorie burn and a good sweat at the same time. So it was a good, really all over body, all over area workout that focused on everything. And like you said, you got tired from it, you got achy from it, and you got a little bit of a pump on from it as well.
Yeah,
so
I love that feeling on a Friday where you're like, oh yeah, that was proper good. And I find I don't really get that at home with the hits. Like you get that sort of instant, like my God, I'm absolutely knackered. Like woof. Yeah. Then the endorphins are there. You're like, oh, that was a good workout. But there's nothing quite like that. You push yourself more when you're with others. You've obviously got the weights, resistance. You've got your expertise, your input, you pushes. You get us to maybe do an extra couple of reps that you just wouldn't do at home. So although those home workouts are good, there's nothing quite like it getting into Synergy HQ and just blasting it out. So, I mean, if you are listening in right now, you're watching this, come and join us. Please feel free to nip on down, because it is something like no other. It really, really is. And great to see quite a few younger lads there as well, Carl. I think it's worth saying. I mean, I've never seen a gym so active with younger members. It's so good to see.
Yeah, it's great. And it's really, really good. I mean, the great thing about it is obviously we've got a lot of sporting clubs around us now, and you always get that age category where sport is not just sport, it then becomes competitive between that age of, like, let's say 12 and upwards. So you get the guys in there that aren't just doing it because they want to be around their friends and they want something to do after school. They're doing it because they've got a love and a passion for it. So we're starting to see them come in now to the gym from 12 and upwards up to kind of 16, 17, using the gym, obviously safely, mindfully. We're showing them what stuff they can and can't do. But they're loving it. They're in there. They're having a good time. They're watching us. They're vibing off us. Seeing what we're doing and kind of that type of stuff. It's really good, and that's what we want to do. We want to get people fit for life, and it's about creating good, positive habits and routines. We always say, and we've said it forever and a day, if you're healthy within yourself, then you're healthy within your mind, and then the rest of the things in life kind of work a little bit easier. So yeah, it's fantastic to see those kids in there. Really it also teaches them discipline, respect for elders and things like that. It's I've got to put a lot of credit into karate, and Graham Thomas in Pembroke Dock over at Bush Camp there, and the guys who are also the other guys who were teaching us down there. We were so disciplined and so our head and mind in training and responsibility for ourselves and being nice to others. It all stemmed from sport. It all stemmed from respect, and it's fantastic to see it. So whenever I see the younger guys and girls in their training, I do my best to try and make sure that they know that it's good that they're down there and they're doing well, and anything they need, we're there to help.
Yeah, and of course, mum, dad, or the kids are in school at the moment. So if you want to reach out and you're in and around the Pembroke Dock area, get in touch with Carl. I mean, great facilities. They're under great supervision, and it's just so good to see so many of the youngsters getting through the gym. I wish I did it at that age. I really do. Reach out at Synergy HQ or pop us a message here at Pure West Radio. Hello to Andy John, who's locked in right now, and also hello to Stephanie Davis as well. Thanks, guys. Glad you're enjoying the feature. Please get in touch with your questions. Anything you've got, if it's fitness, if it's food, if it's well-being, if it's getting into the gym, if it's trading for something. Whatever it might be, if it involves any of those things, reach out to Carl or I here at Pure West Radio, and we'll put your questions to Carl next week, our very own fitness coach here at Pure West. Thanks for joining us, buddy. It's always an absolute pleasure having you with us.
Absolutely. No worries. I love it. And I'll see you on Thursday.
Yeah, I will see you tomorrow, buddy. This week's flown by, innit? I can't believe it's Thursday tomorrow. I look forward to it, mate.
See you there, mate.